Hello and welcome to a Chip Off the Old Block Toys. It's Greg and Jeff here, and today we're going to finish up this set. This is the Hogwarts Express Collectors Edition. It's oversized. In fact, it is 12 studs wide, and it's Lego set 76405. And let's see. We are on bags 34 and 35 all at once. So let me go ahead and get started here. I'm going to hit the like button if you would. I'm going to go ahead and switch cameras so that it is on what I'm building instead of me. There we go. All right. So we've gotten pretty far on the passenger car. We just got basically this side to go and then the platform itself. I'm going to set this aside. Greg, how's your day been?
I'm fine.
Oh, good, man. What you been up to today?
Went to work, came home.
So pretty standard day.
Yep.
Hey, Brett's Builds, how you doing, man? Actually, I apologize for the shape of my hand. I was doing some work around the house today, and I caught myself on a metal corner, so kind of looks unsightly, but that can't stop the show. The show's got to go on. Brett, how you doing today? I've had a really decent day today. I had 6 Bricklink orders go out the door today, so that's always a good day when that happens. And none of them were extremely small, and none of them were big. They were decent size orders, medium size. So,
Yeah. These some good beaver nuggets.
What's that?
This.
Oh, okay. What you got there? Here, let me put you on solo for a second here. It's a little dark in there. What is that? Okay. All right. Oh, I got you. All right. And good evening, Mrs. Chip, and good evening, Steve. How you guys doing? Tonight, we're going to go until we're done. I just really want to finish this up. I've got other projects I want to display on the channel. I have all kinds of update videos to do because the Avengers Tower, I'm continuing to work on that. In fact, I'll give you guys the update here, but I'm going to do a separate video as well. I need some 1x4 Technic bricks so that I can build a large mills plate that it's going to be on. And that's the only thing I need. I have the base plates. I've got everything else. I just need the Technic brick. And I ordered that. It is not shipped yet, but when it gets here, I'm going to build the giant mills plate, and then I'll get started on building that.
I had KFC for dinner.
Did you get the family bucket? What'd you get?
I don't know what she got.
And actually, I like KFC, man.
I'm more of a Popeyes person.
I like that place too. In fact, I don't know how many years ago it was. I used to work at Popeyes. That was back in the day, though. So they want me to build 3 of these, so I'm just building them all at the same time to make it, well, hopefully make it easier. Let's see. Upcoming videos. What do I got for you guys? Well, obviously the Avengers Tower. I'm not sure if that's going to be a couple live streams. I'm going to do that and just do update videos. Not sure yet, but we're going to build it big enough for the Quinn jet, the one that's about 14 inches wide. That's the one that's going to fit up there on the top platform. So it's going to be to that scale. I've been doing some of the rough math, and it looks like the mill plate is going to have to be 3 plates by 3 plates. So it's going to be 30 by 30 inches. And of course, the tower does kind of like shape up as it gets towards the top. So.
Also had Buc-ee's for a late night dinner last night.
You did what?
Also had Buc-ee's for the late night dinner.
Oh, okay.
Have you had Buc-ee's before?
Yeah, actually, when Spencer and I traveled back to North Carolina, we drove far enough south that we saw 1 or 2 of those, and yes, we did stop. Pretty good little stop, actually.
Well, you go ahead. You go ahead.
I was going to say I was impressed with the amount of pumps they have on the outside, man. Those things are huge.
I had a pulled pork sandwich and the sliced brisket sandwich.
All right. Oh, John says, "Hola, I had something happen very weird today." Okay, John, let's hear it. What happened? Yeah, I guess I am going to Bevanize the Adventures Tower. And to be honest, Steve, I used to watch Bevan back in the day. I don't really have time to watch too much YouTube anymore. And it wasn't until after I put out the challenge that I was going to do it that somebody reached out to me and told me that Bevan's already did it. And so, but I'm definitely not trying to copy his idea, but it is the Avengers Tower, so to some degree it has to be about the same. But I'm going to do it anyway because I'd like to have one of those at the shows that I go to. So I do kind of wish that I knew about it before I spoke, because I probably would have picked a different project. Because I have respect for Bevan, for Daryl, and I don't want to at all try to steal his thunder in any sort of way. I really like his channel, and I like what he does. So anyway, I was talking to Rue. I had a complete stranger walk up, introduce herself to me, and she said she always sees me walk and noticed my weight loss and wanted to know what I was doing with that. That is kind of weird, John. Did you get her phone number? Sorry. I would have tried to see if I could get her phone number. Because in a large way, John, that's a huge compliment. Not unless you weren't attracted to her. If you weren't attracted to her, then I wouldn't ask for the phone number. But so yeah, I got the Avengers Tower going on. In my Bricklink store, I'm starting to work on those. What do you call that? The Razor Crests. I've got 20 more to part out. Yes, 20.
The UCS one?
Yeah. Spencer helped me, and I parted out 15 already in my store.
I don't mind having one.
Yeah, they're pretty cool, man.
It's rumored it's retiring.
Yeah, it's actually for sale on Lego.com right now. It's like 30% off. Well, at least last time I bought them. I bought them about a week and a half ago, so that may have changed. But yeah, it's a good one to get. John says, I was blown away with that complete stranger noticing when I did not. And John, that's like I said, that's a real big compliment, John, on the weight loss. Congrats on that. All right, one more of these I got to build. What's that?
Imagine parting out 50 Titanics.
Oh, man. Well, I did hear online that Lego is going to connect their Pick-a-Brick to Bricklink, which I think is going to disrupt the market there. But then again, maybe not, because I know that I've had quite a few customers. They don't mind paying a little bit more for my Bricklink parts versus bricks and pieces, because I ship out my orders within 24 business hours in most cases. So they will have it in literally sometimes one day. I've actually had people order from me, like in Salt Lake or Pocatello, which are Salt Lake's about an hour and a half from me. Pocatello's about an hour. And they'll get it the next day because they order it. I put it together. I get it to the post office before the 2:45 deadline. And then it goes out that day and they get it the next day. So a lot faster than bricks and pieces. So they don't mind. And the price difference isn't that much different. So a lot of people are willing to do that just because of speed. Now, if Lego can up their game and be more speedy about it, then I think we're going to face some real competition. But that's just my take on it. And John says, I'm sure I'll be seeing more of her. Yeah, well, awesome, dude.
I'm just waiting for February to get here.
Oh, what's February?
The Ornithopter.
Oh, that's right. The Dune. Yeah. The Dune set, as I call it.
Yep. And the month later. What?
You pre-ordered that one already?
Yep.
Okay.
And a month later, the Speed Champions comes out.
Yeah. What about that new set that you sent me a link to? When is that? What is that one? When does it come out?
It's the Polaroid camera. It comes out on the 1st, January 1st.
Okay.
You remember having a Polaroid?
Yes, actually, I did have a Polaroid, and what's really funny is it was really in style at one point, then it went out of style, and then now my daughter Natalie has a miniature Polaroid, and the old pictures were like 4 inches by 4 inches. These pictures are like a little bit smaller. They're maybe 2 by 3,
like almost half the size.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's still popular. You still get film for it. And John says, no, I was just minding my own business. You guys need artificial intelligence piece sorter. You know something, John? There's a guy, Daniel West, that he put it on Facebook, or not Facebook, YouTube. He's got a sorter that uses AI.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, he will not share with anybody. I even contacted him offering to pay, because at the time I could have given him a substantial amount of money for that technology, and he would not even respond. So there is somebody who's already done it, but he ain't talking. But I have a friend. I made friends with somebody. I ain't gonna say who, because some of you might actually know him. And we've been talking about doing something like that together. I don't know if it's going to materialize, because I've got plenty of great ideas, but I don't have any time or the follow through. So, but I would love to have that where I just dumped a whole bunch of pieces in a hopper, and then while I sleep, this thing's sorting for me. And when I wake up, I've got a bunch of pieces that are ready to go.
Or you just put them in the bin and put them on the shelf.
Basically, yeah. Yeah, that'd be awesome. And make sure. Joyce is only down the street from me, but it's not what you think. I think she's married. Well, John, you only think she's married. You don't know. I am not for messing with a married woman. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is you don't know. Now, if you find out that she is married, back off. But if she ain't, I don't know. She's already taken an interest in you. So that's all I'm saying. Remember I was telling you about baseball trades? Yes, you were. That was, I think, last night. How about a player over 10 years from Japan signing for a 10-year deal, $700 million? I'm in the wrong business, of course. At my age, I can't play sports. I heard there'll be roses in Lego. Yeah, that'd be cool. Actually, there's a guy in our lug that likes to do the botanical stuff, and he's come up with a lot of his own custom creations. Anyway, all right, let's see. So now we've got the passenger car all done. I think it looks really awesome.
What's your favorite part about the set so far?
This car, this one right here, this passenger car. I like how big it is. I like the fact that it actually is big enough to have a hallway, just like a real train, and then the separate compartment rooms, the nice plush chairs. I just like the detail, and then I like the stuff underneath the wheels and stuff. And there's a lot of detail right in here. All right, I'm gonna set this aside so we can get started on the platform. And by the way, guys, that completes book number 3. We are on to book number 4.
You gonna make a custom 10 wide track for it?
They did come with the track. It's just long enough for the engine, the coal tender, and then the passenger car. I might extend that a little bit, but not too much. I think I'm going to take it to shows just as it is and display it. I think people would like that. And we got yet another version of Harry Potter. I think this is the 3rd one in this set. Total of 20 minifigures. Bag 36 here. So we've got a ways to go. We'll try to get it done here. And Mrs. Chip says she remembers those. I assume you're talking about the Polaroids.
Yeah.
Actually, that's one of my favorite parts about the movie Fletch Lives, when he's talking to the preacher who plays the drill sergeant on Full Metal Jacket. And he goes, "I have sinned." Not that I have any Polaroids of it or anything. Have you seen that movie Fletch, Greg?
No.
No? Okay. It's got Chevy Chase. It came out in I think the mid 80s, early 90s. So. And John says, hi to Mrs. Chip. And he says, nope, she has to back off of me since she approached me. I like your thinking, John. Yeah, but I'm being serious. I don't think anything good comes with messing around with a married person, whether it's a man or a woman. I think that's just bad. That's just asking for bad karma later, in my opinion.
Unless the married man that does something wrong to you.
Well, one thing I'll say is I've had a lot of friends, and most of my friends are divorced and remarried, or just divorced and not remarried. But
they're re-entered the bachelor life.
Yeah, there's just nothing ever good that comes from messing with a married person, and that's what I've seen from my friends. And I've had a few friends that, it's okay, the relationship is pretty much over. Okay, well, wait till it's over. That's just my opinion. But sorry, I don't mean to turn this into a philosophical or a religious hour or anything like that. It's just my personal opinion. And speaking of that, if you guys didn't know, on Thursday, Mrs. Chip and I, we hit 27 years. And the best part of the anniversary was that Mrs. Chip sent me a card saying happy 26th anniversary. So I'm taking that because she got the day wrong or the years wrong, that I've been so good to her that she lost a year and didn't even feel like it was that long. That's the theory I'm going with. We'll see what Mrs. Chip has to say. Sorry, Greg, what were you going to say?
Or she's having memory loss.
Well, given her age and my age, that's probably not too far off. But I like giving anybody a hard way to go, but especially Mrs. Chip, because when you've been married as long as we have, you give each other a hard time just to give each other a hard time. It kind of makes things more interesting, but nothing personal. I mean, I don't insult her looks or that anything that's sensitive like that. That's mean. But anything I can get away with, though, it's fair game. And you're so funny, Mr. Chip. Well, hey, you're the one that sent me the card with the wrong date on it. So at least my card, at least I know how long I've been married. Oh, boy, that's bad. Sorry, Miss Chip. Well, it's not like she can make me sleep on the couch, so I think I'll be okay.
She could come home early to change the locks out while you're away.
Nah, Enzo won't let her. Enzo doesn't like her. Yeah, he really doesn't like her, but it's not because she's done anything. It's just, I think, just judging by the way Enzo acts around females, I think he was abused by a female, being more serious about things.
Does the cat?
What's that?
Does the cats like her?
Yeah, actually, Max does. Max likes her a lot. Buddy and the other ones, they don't really know her because she was only here for a short time, and we both had COVID while she was here. I'm glad you remember something. I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, I gotta give her a hard way to go.
If she was there, she'd do the Jethro Gibbs slap on you.
She probably would.
You'd be the nozo.
Well, all I can say, what goes around comes around.
You watching CIS?
What's that?
You watching CIS?
Not recently, but I mean, it's my daughter Natalie's favorite show, so I've seen a few episodes. Actually, this platform's coming together a lot faster than I thought it would, because we're almost done with the first bag of the platform. Glad I remembered something. Anyway, I was working on the Bunkster's Bricks bulk haul that I had the other day. I messed up. I didn't put a piece in there. And not to sound like a broken record, but if I could have you hit the like button, I'd appreciate it. Okay, we are on bags 37 and 38 out of 45. Okay, so they only have one minifigure here, but they've got another hair and a head in here. So I don't know. Here we go. Here's another character. There's a total of 20 in this set, like I've mentioned earlier. And I mean, we're coming along really well on this. And I am, like I said, going to compare this video or this particular train, the Hogwarts, to the Emerald Express and the Orient Express and the Crocodile, because since the Crocodile was built to the same scale as this one.
I thought you almost said Emerald Knight.
I did say Emerald Knight. I've got that too. That's the green steam train. Do you remember that one?
Vaguely.
All right. Well, I've got it just sitting right over there. But yeah, I'm gonna compare them all, and then I'm gonna do another video where I compare different versions of the Hogwarts trains over time. Oh, shoot. I did that wrong. I'm glad I remember something. Boy, oh boy. I keep expecting that chat to move, but I guess not. All right, let's see. Oh, what did I do? There we go. I did that wrong.
Oh, I'm so ready for Christmas to get here.
Did you guys already put up a tree?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you guys get real trees or do you artificial trees? What do you do?
Artificial.
Okay.
What about you?
Well, I have an artificial 7-foot tree, but I didn't even set it up this year because none of the kids are coming.
Plus, it got an aluminum pole up.
That's right. Festivus for the record. I've got some tinsel. Yeah. And then we're going to do the airing of grievances, but because of time, I can't quite finish it off for Mrs. Chip. So anyway,
you and Spence are going to do the feats of strength.
Wait. Was stalked by a motorcycle gang club for being falsely accused of messing with members' wives back in the 80s. When I found out my dad had connections to the Detroit mob, he made phone call, stalking stopped. I have not inherited those connections, don't want them. I wouldn't want it either, man. And Steve, that's pretty dang scary. I've never had anything even close to that. I did have a motorcycle gang get really pissed off at me once, though, because I was on the freeway. And when I got on the freeway, there was probably a good 50 motorcycles in the slow lane. And there was really no way for me to get in on the freeway. So it was really dicey. And I got in, and because there was a small room, and they got all pissed off at me and chased me for a little bit, and then they stopped. But that was kind of scary, man, because there's no telling what those guys would do. That happened in Maryland when I lived there. Miss Chip probably remembers that because we just barely left base, and yeah, those guys, yeah. But I don't really have any dealings with them either, so don't want any, just like you said.
You and Spence are going to do some feats of strength.
He'd probably win, but yeah, sure. I remember that. Well, this is coming along really well. And I looked up some more Christmas jokes, but they weren't of the variety that I could print off and share on YouTube because they were a bit nasty. Because I felt like I was running out of Christmas jokes, so I did a Google search, and then I found some more Christmas jokes. Oh yeah, I did. But those shall remain unsaid on this channel.
NC-17.
Yeah, well, I won't give you the punchline, but I'll give you the joke, and that was, do you know why Mrs. Claus can't get pregnant? And that's all I'm going to say. Yeah, there was like I said, I ran into. I just Googled Christmas jokes, and it had a lot of jokes like the ones I shared already, and a lot of them were repeats. So I skipped that, and I went to the next little section, and then didn't really find any I liked. So I went to the next little one, and before I knew it, I was down a rabbit hole, and They had a whole lot of jokes that were inappropriate about Santa Claus and Miss Claus. Well, there was another joke. I won't give the punchline. In fact, probably shouldn't even give you the first part of it, but it was, do you know why Mrs. Claus doesn't like to get it on with Santa Claus? And I got to stop there. I can't either.
There was a reindeer was in jail. You know, what was it? What was he in for?
Don't know.
He ran over grandma.
I have 2 more Chinese base plates to replace. Then I can rewire all the street lights and add a couple function traffic lights I bought from Bevan's Bricks. You know, I saw those, on his channel, and I actually think that is really freaking cool.
You got that joke?
Yeah, I did, because Grandma got run over by a reindeer or something. Yeah. Okay, so what do we got? Oh, I messed up. And Steve, I'd like to get some of those, because I had traffic lights in my city. Oh, back in the early '90s, I did. They weren't as fancy as his, but there were these little light bulbs, and they were not LEDs because those didn't exist yet. And they were little train lights, and they fit just inside of a headlight brick. And yeah, I had those functioning at one point, but that's a bygone era for me. Oh man, I didn't mean to do that.
One more full week left until Christmas.
That's pretty awesome. I will be going to my mom and dad's for Christmas, so even though no one's coming up here, I'm going down there. So and Steve, what do you like about Bevan's Bricks' city? He's got a cool airport. And then at one time he was going to put a freeway in, but I heard he scratched that and he didn't do it. But he started to, at least. Maybe he did. I don't know, because like I said, I haven't watched him. And if I had to guess, I'd say since I've been in this house, and I've been in this house about 1.5 years. So it's been a minute since I've watched his channel religiously. I did see the video because it came up in my feed about the traffic lights being for sale. So that's how I caught that one. I haven't really been watching his channel on a regular basis. And I guess the last memorable thing I remember about him was him saying he didn't want to do live streams anymore. And I don't know if that's true. I don't know if he stuck with that, because sometimes people say stuff and then they just, decide to keep going. I don't know. No criticism here. I like the guy, and he's got some great builds, and I'm glad to see last I knew his son was helping him with his channel, which I thought was pretty cool. I wish I could get my son to help me.
What two male carriers should combine?
Don't know.
FedEx and UPS. They should become Fed Ups.
Kind of reminds me of another joke, and that is if YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook If they were to merge, do you know what it'd be called?
What?
You twit face. Yeah, John, I would welcome any help I could get, to be honest. Oh shoot, I messed her up. I gave her the wrong legs. I need to get her legs back. That sounded dirty. I'm talking about the minifigure, that's all. I ain't talking about nothing else. I messed up and put the wrong legs on the wrong character, so let me fix that up. Okay, and we got another character minifigure here. I want to learn the business and use my spreadsheet skills. Well, as far as learning the business, that is a work in progress. And you know something, John? I've got you on Facebook. Let me send you a couple videos that I ran into the last couple days about running a YouTube channel. This guy has got a couple successful channels, and he talks about what he feels makes him successful. And well, seeing as he's been able to duplicate that effort, I'm going to say he probably knows a thing or two. I'll send you those after the stream here. Wow, this is huge.
What's your next build going to be?
Oh, well, I did say something earlier about doing a Avengers Tower regular size on live streams.
Oh yeah.
So that might be on the table, but I don't know. That's kind of questionable. I could always build the city on live stream. That's a possibility too. In fact, I'd like to do those on a semi-regular basis. John says, I love spreadsheets more than the business and Access. Oh, I love Microsoft Access, man. That is definitely right up my alley. I used to create databases for my last job. Yep. Well, this is coming along quicker than I thought it would. Mainly because just building a platform isn't as difficult as building a building. So gotta love that. Gotta be grateful for that. And John said, I finally get to use my Excel skills at work. They never knew that I knew spreadsheets. You know, anymore with all the VBA code and everything else that you can do in the background with Excel, you can make some really powerful spreadsheets that are more like a database than a spreadsheet. Now, it's not a very fancy database. I'm saying it's like one. It actually isn't one, but. I don't know anything about VBA. So I used VBA in Excel to create certain macros. And not that I want to get too technical. This is not a technical channel, but yeah, there's some cool stuff you can do with that because you can create spreadsheets. Like, okay, here's an example. I would do I would make a spreadsheet like productivity for people, and they had a form that they used in Excel to fill out, whether they were on vacation or not for productivity. Then they would email those to me every Friday. Well, built in the spreadsheet was a macro that got rid of everything, like the headers and everything on it, and just gave me a blank spreadsheet, or not a blank spreadsheet, just the time. And so I could take that and immediately upload that into Access to find out how many hours of productivity they should have had. And then, of course, Access pulled reports on what they worked on to figure out their true productivity divided by the amount of hours that they were there on that spreadsheet they reported. So anyway, it was pretty darn cool. And you can use VBA to tweak the macro so that it's exactly what you want. And it doesn't matter when you create a macro. There's VBA behind it, and you can actually look at it. It's kind of how I learned it, was just created a couple macros the manual way, and then I would switch over to VBA view and look at it, and I learned a lot about it that way. And John says, I use spreadsheets to keep track of TV shows and books that I've read within a year. Okay. And I actually use a spreadsheet, a couple of them, every day in my personal life. I keep track of my stock investments and my mutual funds and all that every day. I track it. And I put in forecasts of dividends and all that stuff. And I don't have a very large investment portfolio, but I do have one.
I'm going to San Antonio next week.
Oh, what's in San Antonio for you?
Corporate dinner.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a good reason to go. How far away is that from you?
About 5 hours away.
5 hours?
Yeah.
All right. Let me see. Make sure I can keep up with comments here. With check boxes and drop downs. Yeah, those are good too in Excel. And it says, yeah, I figured out how to use pivot tables to work on run counts on my agents, that kind of thing. Yes, they are really good. I like the pivot charts and pivot tables. A very powerful tool of Excel. I'm more interested in counting and tallying up lists for things with a group with my functions. And that's completely possible as well, as you know.
I wish there was a Five Guys in my town.
I'm more interested in a place called Five Gals, but anyway, Mrs. Chip did not hear that.
What's your favorite thing at Five Guys?
I like their bacon cheeseburgers.
With small fries?
What's that?
With small fries?
I'm not a huge fan of their fries. I like the peanuts that you get free in line more than I like their fries. All right, here we go. Here's this gal here. And we are on bags 41, 42, and there's only 45 bags to this. I'm going to set this aside. Okay, so it does not tell me times 2. And I'm gonna sneak ahead and see if there is a times 2, because yes, there is. I figured it just looked like there was. Okay, well let me get cooking on this with some gas, as they say. I have a wealth manager I met for the for that due to my late father. That's cool. I'm not knocking Wealth Manager. However, I will say I prefer to manage my own.
I wish this show hadn't been canceled.
Which show?
1,000 Ways to Die.
Oh, yeah. My kids used to watch that all the time.
This was so hilarious.
Well, you ever noticed how many of them involve alcohol?
Or drugs.
Yeah. I mean, some of them are no-brainers. You're just like, really? You fell for that?
One time, a group of dumb hunters brought their dog, and they got impatient. Hey, how about we light some dynamite off to draw them out? And the dog said, "Ooh, I'm gonna bring that back," and it just blew up.
Yeah. My second oldest daughter, Natalie, used to love that show, 1,000 Ways to Die. And I don't know, it's probably too graphic, but there was one about a guy and a girl, two guys and a girl, who decided to have a farting contest. And the girl decided to cheat by sticking canned air up her booty. And it ended up rupturing some major blood vessel back there, and she died as a result. I'm trying not to laugh because it's not funny. Someone did die, but god dang, man, that's like, I just think of the afterlife, kind of being a little bit like prison. Like, what are you in for? People are like, hey, how'd you die? And I don't think I really would want to explain that in the afterlife of, well, I was dumb enough to stick a thing of canned air up my butt and freeze a blood vessel, causing it to burst, and then I died. I mean, no thanks.
There's this one that a Neo Blank was in prison. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
A Neo Blank.
Oh, yes. Okay, yes.
He decided he want to escape, huh? He just he enlisted his dumb nephew or son, whatever, to shove a grenade up his rear end, and he got arrested. He got incarcerated for it. Got incarcerated for something. He tried to poop it out, but he couldn't. And his uncle or dad, whatever, said, "Pop the glove on that said, let's party." And he reached in and pulled the pin out. And it just boom.
That's a sad way to go as well. Let me catch up on the comments here. John says, I did learn BASIC when I was a kid, and John, that's something I did as well. I knew BASIC and BASIC A, which was the successor language to BASIC, and I created a very simple game. Anyway, and I took a class on BASIC A in middle school. So yeah, I'm familiar with that. I don't remember a whole lot to it anymore, though, other than you had to number your commands. And I did not know how to get the report to look like after I had the pivot table. I still have to manually enter it. There is a way, John. The problem is I don't really have a way to. I don't have Zoom or anything that I can show you. And my hand looks worse than it feels. I actually can't even feel anything anymore. I scratched it on the ladder, and you know, the little thing at the top, near the top, it comes down. You hold the paint can or something. I scratched it. I was getting done doing what I was doing. Folded up the ladder. I was going to fold up the ladder, and I scratched my hand on it. So that's my own dumb fault. Let's see. I think I got some more comments here. I don't know how to do that kind of stuff with the stocks and dividends. Oh, yeah. Again, I'd have to show you because I kind of do my own. It is definitely my own thing that I'm doing with that. And I kind of forecast the dividends, and I kind of try to estimate how much more I'm going to be able to buy with it. So, yeah. And John said, I had a neighbor who taught me line basic and COBOL. Yeah, COBOL. Yeah, that's another one. Yeah. When I was a kid, before I got to high school programming, he had a terminal for work, and I hung out with him all the time. That's how I learned. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that at all. Actually, some people that I knew, the last company I just left, they still use COBOL. So it still has some uses. And Mrs. Chip says we're a terrible way to die. Yeah, kind of gruesome. Oh, excuse me. But I am. We are cruising along on this one here. And John said I felt like an apprentice and used to troubleshoot with him all the time. Well, I used to be able to troubleshoot some things past my dad because my dad used to use BASIC back in the day for his job. So that was something that we could always kind of bond over. And we did. He helped me with a couple things. And like I said, I designed a very simple game. It wasn't very fun. I mean, just something to see if I could do it. Of course, the C language came out shortly after I started doing all that stuff. And C language, C+ is a lot better for that stuff than BASIC. You ever done any programming, Greg?
No.
Okay. Well,
I did a lot of AutoCAD and all that.
Oh yeah, AutoCAD's fun stuff. I like doing LeoCAD for Legos. Oh, hey Panda, how you doing, man? It's good to see you. Man, I can't believe that this is. We only got like 3 bags after this, and this whole entire set is complete.
I just like to computer draw on AutoCAD.
Well, AutoCAD has some practical uses like architecture work and stuff like that. Okay, bag 43. We've got another minifigure. It looks like she's holding a ticket or something. She sure is. There we go. All right. Well, Panda, how you been? What you working on these days? Oh, there's ×2. So let's just get it done. I don't like going back. Yeah, I was thinking, and I talked about it yesterday. I like these larger sets like this, the collector series, and I know Star Wars calls it the Ultimate Collector Series, but they're calling this one a collector series. And I like it quite a bit. In fact, I wish they would do more sets like this that are larger than life, kind of more detailed kind of thing. I don't want them to spit them out like crazy fast because I want to be able to keep up and buy them. But I would love to see more of these, and more than just Star Wars, because as much as I like the Ultimate Collector series of Star Wars, I really kind of think that they've kind of outdone themselves. I mean, 3 X-Wing Ultimate Collector series. You've got the 2 Millennium Falcon Collecting series, and then you've got the 2 Death Stars, the 2 Star Destroyers. I mean, they've run out of ideas on that, as far as I'm concerned. But I wouldn't mind seeing more of these large types for other themes. How about you guys? Would you like to see other Ultimate Collector series for other things, like, you know, the Rivendell and stuff? And if so, tell me what you'd like to see them do.
You got the Hogwarts icons.
I do not. Although I almost picked that up the other day because somebody had it on Facebook Marketplace. But that's kind of like, to me, that's scary to buy stuff off Facebook Marketplace. I've heard of too many people getting screwed over doing that, and I just realized I messed up that character and put her little skirt thing on here. Work and sleep, not much lately. Okay, well, fair enough, man. You got to live life, right? Oh, yeah. Remember that train bridge that I was talking about building? Oh, I don't know. Heck, probably a year ago. The one that I wanted for the shows so that we could remove a section of the bridge and get in the center of our display easier rather than having to climb underneath the table, since most of us in our group is old. Well, I've got more pieces for that. In fact, I think I'm ready to start building that. So if I can, I'd like to start building that. And I've got more ideas than I got time. And I've got more time than I got money. So Greg, did your sister go off to college already?
Yeah, she's in school.
Okay, what is she studying?
Dental assistant.
Okay.
Hi, Bella.
Is that your dog?
Grandma's dog.
Well, Enzo's over here in the corner sleeping.
She's a little tiny Yorkie.
Yeah, I've got a daughter who really likes Yorkies, and I used to upset her because I used to call them dorkies. I don't have anything against them. And I did this wrong, so I got to fix this around. All right.
What's the cats doing?
Mostly staying outside because I'm mean. Max is the only cat I'm letting in the house. I don't like having all the cats in the house. They eat more food, and having more than Max in the house means changing litter box just about every day, and I just don't want to do it.
Yep.
You can call me lazy if you like. I don't mind. I don't like having that many cats in the house. And plus the fact that some of the cats don't get along with each other, so there's almost always constantly a
battle.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So we just built this little rounded section here. I imagine we're going to do something on the other side. Yeah, we are. Okay. There we go. And then now to build the arch for the other side. I imagine it's going to be much the same.
Where is that piece at?
Okay. All right. Having trouble just walking and chewing bubble gum at the same time.
Yeah, I bet.
Okay, so this one goes on the other side. And okay, we got that. And then we got bag 44.
One more bag left.
I'm sorry. You started to talk just as I was moving pieces.
One more bag left.
Yeah, one more after this one. Oh, I'm sorry. There we go. Here's another character. It's looking great, Mr. Chip. Our oldest daughter is calling. Have a good night. Goodbye, everybody. Tell Jessica not to interrupt our live stream. I'm just kidding. All right. I've noticed that these treasure boxes are different than they used to be. They used to have a rounded lid. Now they're flat. I think that started with Minecraft. Okay, sticker number 21. Just finished replacing the last Chinese base plates, and the difference is noticeable to me. All the road sections fit together beautifully, and nothing is buckling. That's awesome, man. And sorry you had trouble with the original. That didn't sound like much fun to me. Did it set you back a bunch to do all that, or it wasn't too big of a deal, or? Okay, so we got this little cart here with a chest on it and a piece of mail and a wand. Yep. Okay, now we can continue this mayhem over here.
Mayhem.
And actually, you know, that's actually one of my favorite commercials is those mayhem commercials. I can't remember what state it is, but there's a state that doesn't use the charge of disorderly conduct when you get in trouble. They like to use creating general mayhem. And I think that's I actually think that's pretty awesome. What are you in for? Creating general mayhem. I'm not encouraging criminal behavior, but I just think it's funny. Oh, yeah. So I went grocery shopping right before I went here. And I had a coupon that was supposed to be $1 off a sandwich because it expires today. And decided to have one of their deli sandwiches for my dinner. And it was supposed to be $1 off, but the lady messed up and she put $1,000 off. And then all of a sudden I looked at my grocery bill. I did say something to her. It was like negative $900 something. And I was like, yeah, I think you kind of messed up on the coupon there. And she took a look at it and she goes, oh, thanks for catching that. It's like, yeah, make me want to shop there more often, get my groceries and get $900 back. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
But I'm pretty sure she would have noticed, though. Your total is negative $994. What? Oh, let's see. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. Just looking at the back side here.
On bag 44.
Yeah, I'm on bag 44 out of 45. Again, I like how I'll show you. I like how they're doing this. Now, I know there's going to be tile along here too, but that's a building method I'm going to have to remember and store with my memory bank so that at some point in the future I can use this.
If you don't forget it by tomorrow.
Well, that's very possible given my memory span. And if Mrs. Chip was here, I would say that would be her birthday included. No, I'm just kidding. No. No, actually, I don't forget Mrs. Chip's birthday. Mrs. Chip has got... Oh, snap. I did that all wrong. Oh, geez. Let me fix that. Mrs. Chip and my mom had the same birthday, so if I forget that day, this man, you might as well be looking for me at funeral homes, and I'm going to be in trouble.
You'll be you be receiving by both sides.
The Allstate commercials. Yes, that's the one, Panda. The general, the mayhem guy.
You'll be receiving on both sides.
Well, as much as I love Mrs. Chip and my mom, forgetting that day is just not a good idea. Okay.
Looks like I need to get a new Nissan GTR Speed Champion.
Oh, we are?
Yep.
That's cool.
Looks like
I
I
think.
need to go get a new one, huh?
Oh, what happened? Yours broke?
Several missing pieces
Oh.
on it.
You know, when that GTR came out originally, that was really hard to find, man.
Plus, I got these 2 Lamborghinis for a premium. You know which one I'm talking about?
The green and
The
yellow
black
one?
The black one.
Oh, no, I don't.
This one.
Oh, yes, I do now. Okay, yeah.
And this
That's
one.
All right.
I really don't care for the Jaguars that much. I just decided to skip them.
Okay. Was the Jaguar, was that the one that was a double pack because it had another car in it?
The double pack, because the I-Pace. Why did make a SUV if you can't access the back part of it?
Yeah, that's a good question, man. Steve says, I spent close to $250 for used Lego base plates on Bricklink, but I made sure to buy extras. That was for 16 by 32 plates and 30 by 32 plates. Okay. I'm actually running out of base plates myself for Mills plating. I got really lucky. It was even before I got the house in Utah, which I got that in 2020. So it was probably 2018-19 when I was waiting for the house to be built. There was a guy out in California. He had a Bricklink store, and he no longer wanted to sell, and so he was liquidating. And I contacted him and offered to buy his whole entire store, which was to the tune of $18,000. And I bought out his whole entire store, and the shipping on that would have been so much money. It was actually cheaper for me to drive my truck there. And because taking a U-Haul trailer out of California costs a heck of a lot of money, because there's a lot of people, believe it or not, that do use U-Hauls to leave California. I got the trailer in Utah, towed it empty to California, loaded up, came back, and he had a ton of 16 by 32 dark bluish gray base plates that I got off of him. And I just barely running out of those. All right, let's put this together.
Why is he liquidating for?
Oh, he just didn't want to sell anymore. All right, so we got one more bag. So I imagine we got some trim here, that kind of stuff. So let's get it done. Yeah, he said he wanted to exit the business. He didn't want to do it anymore. And I was actually really surprised because the stuff I got off him it was some good Lego. So it wasn't like junk. It was good parts, but I guess he just didn't want to do it. And I think that was the largest store that I ever purchased from somebody. I've purchased stores off of people, but they're normally small, under $1,000 or up to 1,500. This was the first time that it was that large of a purchase, but it was definitely a purchase that was worth it. And I don't remember the name of the store, so I just remember he was right outside of Sacramento, California.
I guess you made out like a bandit.
I did. I kept all those base plates for myself. Didn't sell any of them. And if I could get away with it, I wished I could double my base plate that I got from him, because he had a lot of good stuff. He had some regular greens too, the 16 by 32s. Okay, let's see. I don't know what any of this stuff's all about. These socks and stuff on the stickers.
Probably clothes.
Oh, just regular clothes. Okay. Another golden ticket, complete with the owl.
Golden ticket to the chocolate factory.
Actually, there's a couple YouTubers I watch that they have the Willy Wonka. You lose. Good day, sir. They have that soundbite in there. I love that. That's from the Willy Wonka with Gene Wilder.
There's going to be a Wonka prequel.
Really?
Yep.
Do you know when that's supposed to come out?
I think it's coming out by a week.
Oh,
I think.
Dad, what if I'm put in? Okay, I don't know what that means. All right. Oh man, I put that sticker on crooked. I don't like it when it's black on black. I just can't. My eyes are not what they used to be, and I can't see when it's like that. Oh, no way. I even put them on crooked. Oh, man. I'm probably really going to mess this up. Yeah, that sticker's messed up. So is this one going to be? I was supposed to stick it sideways. I did not. That was definitely my bad. All right, now we got it. Okay.
Hope the Christmas lights won't take long tomorrow.
Is that what you guys are doing tomorrow?
Probably.
All right.
I really want to go to the movies.
Oh, which movie would you like to see?
Godzilla -1.
Godzilla -1?
Yeah.
Okay. What's the -1 part?
That's just the title part of it.
Oh, okay. Is that what I was seeing on Facebook today? They had some sort of trailer with a big old Godzilla.
With King Kong.
Was it King Kong?
They're
Okay.
they're also making a Godzilla versus with the King Kong movie.
Okay. Maybe that's what I was seeing. Yeah.
My old man looks like King Caesar. Remember watching all those kaiju movies growing up?
No, I did not. But I take it you liked them?
Yeah, I'm a sucker for monster brawls.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it looks like we got about 100 pieces laying on here on the table still. And it's always exciting. Huh?
For bag 45.
Yes, it's bag 45. And I always get excited when one of these sets this large is just about complete. I know it's a first world problem, but I do like the fact that accomplishing something this big. 5,000 pieces is nothing to sneeze at. It's still a lot of pieces. It's still a lot of building.
Were you 49ers fan growing up?
Yes, I was. Joe Montana and Steve Young, the backup quarterback. Those are the ones of my day. How about you?
I was more of a Dallas fan.
You know, I saw a meme once that talked about that. It had a Dallas Cowboy shirt, and it had box of Tide in the next picture, and it said Tide. It'll take the SH right out of your shirt, and then the next scene it had the same shirt, but it had a different team on there. So it's basically trying to say Dallas Cowboys are poop. But I don't think that. I just thought that was a funny thing. I don't.
My grandpa was a 49ers and Redskins fan.
Oh, Redskins. Yeah, yeah. I know who you're talking about there, because I lived in Virginia, Alexandria, Virginia, there for 7 years. So I definitely know that area and know the Redskins. Of course, some people won't call them Redskins anymore.
They're forever known as the Redskins.
Yeah, I think things have gotten a little silly with all that stuff, but oh well. That's just my personal opinion.
Him and my great grandma used to go at it. Because Cowboys and Redskins are arch rivals.
Oh, okay. Oh, this is cool. I like this. I'll put these on and I'll show you. These lamp posts are quite elaborate. Right here. I wonder if somebody has put LEDs in those. If they have, that'd be pretty dang neat.
Were you a Giants fan? San Francisco Giants?
Not really. I don't think I've ever been to one of their games. I was Oakland A's and San Francisco 49ers. Been to a couple Raiders games when they were Oakland, first time. But yeah, Giants, I can't remember ever going to a game.
Been to an LA Dodgers games?
No, actually, Los Angeles is 6 hours south of where I lived in California. So you wouldn't think that the state is that big, but yeah, just from the San Francisco Bay Area to LA is 6 hours.
How long is from San Francisco to Oakland?
Oh, that's about 30 minutes. You just cross the bridge, and really, it could be less if there's less traffic, but usually about 30 minutes.
If I'm a California sports fan, I'll be going to Lakers games.
The Lakers, LA, right?
Yeah, minus LeBron.
You know, people either love or hate LeBron. I don't have an opinion because I don't watch sports enough. But LeBron James is actually originally from Ohio, not too far from where I lived when I lived there. In fact, he was a high school student when I lived there, and all kinds of teams were trying to get him.
His high school tickets are being scalped.
Okay. Well, this is very exciting to be at this point, everybody. All right. When I'm done with this, I'm going to bring over the rest of the set just so you guys can look at it just for a minute and before I terminate the stream, because you guys should be rewarded for watching all this. So there's I watched this video the other day. It wasn't very nice. It was some of the worst insults you can say to somebody. And one of the insults was, somewhere there's a tree out there that's working really hard to produce oxygen for you to breathe. You need to go apologize to that tree. Oh, finally, we're getting to that part. Okay. All right, let's do this. Oh, that's cool. I'm actually really liking that. I'll show it to you in a second here when I'm done with that. This is what I'm talking about. The use of the hose right here with this little white thing here.
You gonna copy that into your builds?
If I can remember, I would like to. All right, so what did I do wrong? Let's see. Oh, well. Okay, I got so excited about finishing it, I didn't even follow the directions here. All right, so I'm gonna sneak over there and grab the railroad track so that you guys can see the whole entire finished product at once, and then I'll zoom out the camera a little bit, and then I'm going to do a full video reviewing this. So let me go grab that. I'll be right back. Okay, so we've got the engine, we've got the coal tender, and then, oh, well, we did have a car till I just broke it. Let me see if I can fix that real quick. Okay, it's fixed. Gotta be more careful with that. I didn't realize how fragile it was. Okay, so then we've got the engine, coal tender, passenger car. It does move the wheels there. And then this right here, there are regular intervals. I imagine you probably want it towards the back though. But yeah, you can connect all this up. It actually has Technic pins to connect it all up. So anyway, I'm not going to connect it up right now, but it does go right up to the platform. I do appreciate you guys watching. Please hit the like button, subscribe, turn on all notifications, and leave me a comment below. I would appreciate it, guys. Thank you, Steve. Steve said it looks pretty darn nice, and thank you for Lego for designing this as well. All right, guys. Hope you enjoy the rest of your night, and I'll have new videos and live streams coming up soon, so be looking out for that. And thank you, John. You all have a good one. Thank you, Greg.
Bye.
Bye.